Our planet, a marvel of natural wonders, holds a hidden power that can both awe and terrify. From the depths of the oceans to the peaks of towering mountains, nature's forces shape and reshape our world. But sometimes these forces erupt with a vengeance, unleashing natural disasters that leave us humbled and in awe. Storms rage, earthquakes shake the ground beneath our feet, and volcanoes spew molten fire. These events, captured on camera, serve as stark reminders of the raw power that nature holds, a power that can create and destroy in equal measure. The year is 2005. Hurricane Katrina, a monster storm, churns in the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico. Gaining strength with each passing hour, it barrels towards the United States coastline. The winds howl, reaching speeds of over 175 miles per hour. The storm's surge, a wall of water pushed ashore by the hurricane's force, threatens to engulf entire communities. Katrina, a name forever etched in history, serves as a potent reminder of the destructive power of nature's fury. The aftermath of such events is often devastating. Homes are reduced to rubble, landscapes scarred, and lives lost. The images of these disasters beamed across the globe shock and sadness, yet they also serve as a call to action, a reminder of our own vulnerability and the importance of respecting the forces of nature. We must learn from these events, adapt to a changing world, and work together to mitigate the impacts of nature's fury. Wind, an invisible force that shapes our world, can transform from a gentle breeze to a raging tempest in an instant. It is a force that we often take for granted, yet it holds the power to change landscapes and lives in the blink of an eye. Hurricanes, cyclones, and tornadoes, these swirling vortices of wind, are nature's way of balancing the atmosphere's energy. They are complex systems that draw their strength from the warm waters of the oceans and the instability in the atmosphere, but their beauty belies their destructive potential. These storms can be mesmerizing to watch, but they carry within them the seeds of devastation. With wind speeds that can exceed 200 miles per hour, they can rip buildings from their foundations, toss cars like toys, and uproot trees that have stood for centuries. The sheer force of these winds is a testament to the raw power of nature. In 2019, Cyclone Idai tore through Mozambique, Zimbabwe and Malawi, leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. The storm's ferocity was unprecedented, and its impact was felt for months afterward. Winds exceeding 125 miles per hour ripped apart homes and businesses, while torrential rains caused widespread flooding. The combination of wind and water created a perfect storm of destruction. The storm's impact was catastrophic, with thousands of lives lost and millions more affected. Communities were left to pick up the pieces and rebuild in the aftermath. Idai, a stark reminder of the destructive power of windstorms, highlighted the vulnerability of communities in the face of nature's fury. It underscored the need for better preparedness and resilience. But even less intense windstorms can wreak havoc. They may not have the same dramatic impact as hurricanes or cyclones, but their effects can still be devastating. Severe thunderstorms, often accompanied by strong straight-line winds known as derecho, can cause significant damage. These winds can flatten forests and tear roofs off buildings in a matter of minutes. These winds, capable of reaching speeds of over 100 miles per hour, can down power lines, topple trees, and damage buildings. The aftermath often leaves communities without power and facing extensive cleanup efforts. In 2020, a derecho ripped through the Midwest of the United States, causing billions of dollars in damage and leaving millions without power. The storm's path of destruction was a stark reminder of the power of wind. Wind in all its forms is a force to be reckoned with. It shapes our environment and can alter the course of human lives in profound ways. It is a reminder that even the most seemingly harmless elements of nature can transform into destructive forces, highlighting the importance of understanding and respecting the power of the natural world. As we continue to study and learn from these phenomena, we can better prepare for and mitigate their impacts. Water, the lifeblood of our planet, has a darker side. When rivers overflow, oceans surge, or rains fall with unrelenting fury, floods occur, transforming landscapes into raging torrents. They're among the most common and costly natural disasters, displacing communities, destroying homes, and claiming lives. From flash floods that strike with little warning to slow-onset riverine floods that inundate vast areas, The power of water is not to be underestimated. In 2010, the Indus River in Pakistan swelled to record levels after weeks of heavy monsoon rains. The resulting floods affected over 20 million people, inundating an area the size of England. Villages were submerged, crops destroyed, and infrastructure crippled. The scale of the disaster was staggering, highlighting the devastating impact of widespread flooding. But floods are not just the result of overflowing rivers. Coastal areas are particularly vulnerable to storm surges, which occur when hurricanes or other powerful storms push massive amounts of water towards the shore. The 2013 Typhoon Haiyan, one of the strongest tropical cyclones ever recorded, slammed into the Philippines, bringing with it a catastrophic storm surge that inundated coastal communities. The devastation was unimaginable, with thousands of lives lost and entire towns reduced to rubble. Floods in all their forms are a stark reminder of the destructive power of water. They are a call to action, urging us to invest in flood mitigation measures, protect our watersheds, and prepare for a future where extreme weather events are becoming increasingly common. Section 4. The Earth trembles, lives crumble. Deep beneath our feet, the Earth's tectonic plates grind and collide, generating immense pressure over time. This pressure, when released suddenly, results in earthquakes, shaking the ground with a force that can be felt for thousands of miles, causing widespread panic and chaos. Buildings crumble, roads buckle, and tsunamis, those monstrous waves, can be unleashed, amplifying the destruction and leaving a trail of devastation. Earthquakes, a stark reminder of the powerful forces at work beneath our feet, can reshape landscapes and claim lives in an instant, altering the course of communities forever. In 2010, a devastating earthquake struck Haiti, a nation already grappling with poverty and political instability, exacerbating the existing challenges. The 7.0 magnitude quake, centered just miles from the capital city of Port-au-Prince, reduced buildings to rubble, trapping thousands beneath the debris and causing widespread despair. Over 200,000 people lost their lives and millions more were displaced, creating a humanitarian crisis of unprecedented scale. The earthquake in Haiti, a stark reminder of the vulnerability of human life in the face of natural disasters, highlighted the importance of building codes, disaster preparedness, and international aid in the wake of such catastrophic events. But earthquakes are not confined to specific regions. They can strike anywhere. They can occur along fault lines that crisscross the globe, from the San Andreas Fault in California to the Ring of Fire that encircles the Pacific Ocean, affecting millions of lives. In 2011, a 9.0 magnitude earthquake struck off the coast of Japan, triggering a tsunami that devastated coastal communities and caused widespread destruction. The earthquake and subsequent tsunami caused widespread damage, claimed thousands of lives, and triggered a nuclear disaster at the Fukushima Daiichi power plant, compounding the tragedy. Earthquakes, with their unpredictable nature and potential for widespread destruction, serve as a stark reminder of the powerful forces that shape our planet and the fragility of human structures. They highlight the importance of understanding seismic risks, implementing building codes that can withstand earthquakes, and fostering a culture of preparedness in earthquake-prone areas to mitigate future disasters. Section 5. Tsunamis, walls of water, waves of destruction. Tsunamis, often triggered by undersea earthquakes or volcanic eruptions, are not your typical ocean waves. They are massive, powerful, and can cause unimaginable destruction. These walls of water, sometimes reaching heights of over 100 feet, can travel across entire oceans at speeds exceeding 500 miles per hour. Their sheer size and speed make them one of the most formidable natural forces on Earth. Their impact on coastal communities can be catastrophic, inundating entire coastlines, leveling buildings, and claiming countless lives. The force of the water can sweep away everything in its path, leaving behind a trail of devastation. The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, one of the deadliest natural disasters in recorded history, stands as a chilling reminder of the destructive power of these monstrous waves. It reshaped entire coastlines and altered the lives of millions. Triggered by a 9.1 magnitude earthquake off the coast of Sumatra, Indonesia, the tsunami radiated outward, impacting coastlines as far away as East Africa. The energy released was equivalent to several atomic bombs. Over 230,000 people lost their lives and millions more were displaced. The human toll was staggering, and the emotional scars remain to this day. The tsunami's aftermath left a trail of devastation, highlighting the vulnerability of coastal communities to these rare but catastrophic events. Rebuilding efforts took years, and some areas are still recovering. The devastation caused by tsunamis is often exacerbated by the lack of warning systems in many parts of the world. Without adequate warning, people have little time to evacuate to safer areas. In the case of the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, many coastal communities had little or no warning of the approaching waves. The sudden impact caught many off guard, leading to higher casualties. The disaster spurred a global effort to improve tsunami warning systems, with buoys and sensors deployed across the world's oceans to detect and monitor these destructive waves. These systems aim to provide early warnings to save lives. Tsunamis, while relatively rare, serve as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of our planet and the devastating consequences of undersea geological events. They show how one event can have far-reaching impacts. They highlight the importance of investing in early warning systems, educating coastal communities about tsunami risks, and developing evacuation plans to mitigate the impact of these natural disasters. Preparedness can make a significant difference in reducing the loss of life and property.